Okay mate, let's protect that pole position. It's critical we get through the first corner in the lead, otherwise it's going to be very hard to overtake afterwards. Okay, we've got a little bit of pressure from the guy behind, so maybe time to start covering the inside line. Seconds behind the leader. See if you can force a mistake. Well done, you're into the lead. Keep it up, keep it up. By 1 second, try and extend the gap. guys all over you, filling the mirrors. Time to cover the inside line and brake as late as you can.
Line, if he is, he'll give the command and the lights will go. We're racing as they come across the line down towards the rettifilio for the first time, and a good getaway they're made by the Mercedes on the inside line. It's Dominic Baumann then who's going to be able to hang on to the advantage. Ordonez slots in behind him, and we safely know there's a bit of bodywork that's gone flying. There's a huge traffic jam. There's one on the grass, one up the chicane curb, up the escape road. Blimey, if they could all survive this. Wow, damaged Lamborghini, the Conrad car, arrives out of nowhere. Christopher Brook comes all the way across the grass, trying to keep out of trouble, but the good news is I think they've all just about got through safely.
I mean, at one point I think the traffic line had stopped before they got into the first chicane. Such a big field, and now coming down into the second chicane, it's still the Mercedes Dominic Baumann ahead of Ordonez in the Nissan, but this bit in the middle from about the third, fourth row back is a nightmare.
There is a yellow flag, or there was a yellow flag in the first sector. It's just gone in, so somebody came a cropper. And we've got the Bentley number 8 trying to work its way up the order. Andy Soucek at the wheel of the car. So, on this opening lap of the race then, and you can see some of them that qualified out of position trying to carve their way through the field. We've got the battle raging on at the front of the field. Dominic Baumann ahead of Lucas Ordonez. Mercedes ahead of Nissan as they work their way now down to the variante Ascari. But a really good getaway by Soucek in number 8 Bentley. Gone storming up the order into third place as they head down towards the variante Ascari for the first time. And also going strongly Daniel Kalvitz with the Black Pearl Racing Ferrari down to the Parabolica. Then they will come to complete lap number 1. 3 hours of racing, and in strife there, bouncing all over the curb, looked like passing Lathoris in the yellow Ferrari.
Well, just draw your breath, look at the field. Aston Martin pulls out of the slipstream, tries to get up alongside the Audi, down into Parabolica, gets the job done. Good job indeed.
Through the Parabolica they come up towards the timing line at the end of lap 1. Dominic Baumann then will lead the way as there is an effort made up on the inside. Number 16-year-old Bleekemolen in the green Lamborghini gains track position, or does he? Duncan Cameron's alongside him. Lamborghini versus Ferrari, Pro Cup car versus Pro-Am. Down to the first of the chicane. Daniel Kalvitz there, right on the back of Andy Soucek. It's Baumann leading by 7/10 from Ordonez. And does Bleekemolen make the move stick? Yes, he does. There's a slippery surface flag out suggesting liquid drive there. The 74 Audi, which is Henry Hassid at the wheel.
Looks like there's maybe a bit of damage to the left side of the splitter on the front of that Audi. Maybe just caught the curbing as he was bouncing across it. So things will sort of gradually, as we're now on the second lap, slowing down marginally, but there is the lead. The Mercedes, Dominic Baumann ahead of Lucas Ordonez, then Andy Soucek, who made a blinding start from the third row of the grid to take that third place away to expose the 2 Ferraris. The Pro-Am car, which of course is the car Giancarlo Fisichella is in, but it's Issy Kawawaka, well, whatever.
That's easy for you to say.
Yes, I can. So the Ferrari 53, yeah.
Lead gap at the end of the opening lap, 7/10. But Kalvitz in fourth place, doing better sector times than anybody, and Andy Soucek has just done a very good middle sector as well. But already we've got cars heading for the pit lane. In fact, 4 pitted at the end of the opening lap, one of which, number 41, Benjamin Lariche, is heading for the garage. Also in was the Pisarik Malucciani Ferrari that's been so quick over the course of the weekend. The Sport Garage Ferrari 42 was in as well, and so too number 59, which is, I'm afraid to say, the Garage 59 McLaren of Alex Fontana. So one of the McLarens in real strife already. That's the Struan Moore Fontana Andrew Watson car. There it is.
Oh, that's disappointing. I lunched with Andrew Watson, and he was looking forward to this event.
Look at this little battle shaping up nicely, coming off the Parabolica as over the timing line. You've got the Audi in the middle of all of this. This is 5th, 6th and 7th coming through, where over the line comes Matoaki, then Frederick Vervish, and Michael Broznieski is in that as well. And in fact, it's Vervish that goes backwards as Broznieski in the black and red Ferrari picks up 6th place. Frederick Vervish at WRT this year. They brake hard, they get to the rettifilio. Into that sequence of corners they go. And 53, which is Ishikawa Motoaki in the Pro-Am Ferrari, doing a really good job here, hanging on to that place.
Yeah, the Ferrari's got a line both the 458, the previous model, now the 488, the turbocharged, twin turbocharged Ferrari. So still back, really joined into this lead battle. Top 4 covered by as they came across the line. Just, well, it was 2.3.
On this last lap, I think that it's game over as far as the Mercedes is concerned, but Maximilian Buch is going to throw everything at it on the last lap. He can go for broke, can't he, as Van Gisbergen again just runs a little bit wider. Hooks a wheel over the curb. Half a lap to go now. Fisichella up the road ahead. First and second run together. Van Gisbergen ahead of Maximilian Buch, who pulls to the inside, trying to distract Van Gisbergen, trying to force a mistake out of the McLaren on this, the last lap, lap 96. Nose to tail, down to the Variante Ascari. Shane Van Gisbergen, who's been a winner in this championship before, of course, twice last year, successful in V8 supercars down under. And despite the fact he's jetting from Australasia to Europe and having to adapt to time differences, he's not for cracking under the pressure. He might be a bit weary at the end of the race, but he's being spurred on by the thought of a race victory here. The final time into the Parabolica. Van Gisbergen having to try and defend now. Look, we've left to break the toe and also avoid the debris in the middle of the road also. One corner to go. Checkered flag at the ready. It's now or never for Maximilian Buch to try and surge up the inside, coming up towards the line. Van Gisbergen takes a tighter line on this lap through. Checkered flag at the ready. McLaren is going to win at Monza. Shane Van Gisbergen brings it home.